Hey, what's up? I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Kaylee.
And this is the Peanuts Gallery. Today, we didn't really have anything we wanted to talk about more than Blood of Olympus. Oh my gosh. I read the whole thing in 4 hours and it kind of changed my life. So warning, if you haven't read it and you don't want spoilers, stop watching this video because we're definitely going to spoil it. So yeah, go away, read the book, then come back. Okay? Okay, cool. Okay, let's talk about the POVs first. So let's see, it's told in Jason's point of view, Piper, Reyna, and Nico, and Leo. And I just want to say, Nico POVs kind of changed my life and it made me so happy and oh my gosh, my baby.
Nico was always my Percy. I always liked Nico the best. Favorite character. So I was more than pleased to see that he had a
I just think it was so adorable because he's like such a dork in his own mind. He's like, oh yeah, if I was still into that mytho-magic game, I'd be totally fangirling right now. Or, oh yeah, remember that time that Percy was fangirling over Apollo and his son's really hot?
Yeah.
Solangelo, I ship it. I know it's like, it was like kind of slipped in the last few seconds and everyone was kind of like, wait, what? I'm like, you know what? He didn't make it a relationship, so I could get on board with that.
I like how, I mean, implying that possibly someday it's totally going to be canon and all that stuff, he really doesn't make it romantic at all. Will is pretty much just like, you're an idiot if you think I didn't like you. Like the little actual footage where it has that dorky Disney movie about the kid who meets his son from the future.
Yeah, the Meet the Robinsons one. So he's like,
hey Goop, how's it going? Cool binder. Hey Goop, wanna come over to my house?
They all hated me.
Actual footage of Nico. Like, he heavily implies that it's going to be like the thing or whatever, but it's not necessarily like they ride off into the sunset and Disney movie marry it out or anything like that. They just
can't marry somebody you just met.
Exactly. Exactly. But I just like how almost everyone in the fandom, just completely converted over to
it doesn't matter if you were shipping Jersey or a Jessico or, what is it?
Persico? Percy and Nico?
I thought I said that.
You said Jersey and...
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what I was saying. People ship all the things in Percy Jackson, but like, it was just like, yes, we all universally ship this now. And it was fantastic.
Jason X Brick. Those shippers definitely moved up on that one, I think.
I feel like every fandom has its Jason X Brick though. Like, remember Drapple?
Yes,
and
I
Flary, I love Flary.
I like how Percy kind of shipped Jason and Brick. Because he was like, oh, you're not knocked out yet, I see. Like, he always brings that up that Jason
I don't think that was shipping it as much as it was just making fun of Jason because,
you know,
it's as much as they're pros, they're kind of like... Reyna was a badass, and I'm really happy with, like, that they actually made a backstory for her. I may have just not read it closely enough, but it seemed kind of like there were still some loose ends. But I think Rick meant it to have loose ends, but...
Like, what the frick happens to Apollo? Is he, like, dead? I mean, and if so, Will's life pretty much just sucks. I mean,
that's true, and so does Rachel's.
And nobody liked Annabeth and Percy, according to Tumblr, in this one because they thought they were, like, too watered down or something like that, or not focused.
If you want Percy and Annabeth focused, like, literally, Son of Neptune, Mark of Athena, House of Hades, the entire Percy Jackson series. You complain that one book doesn't have their point of views, like... No, and honestly, I wouldn't want to be in their point of view in this book because it would literally just be them like, shell-shocked, shell-shocked, shell-shocked. And like, they don't say it, but like, there's gotta be some effects of Tartarus still there, so I think it's probably better that we didn't see that. And it makes sense for the plot line because they're not really like the main action.
Something Rick Riordan intended for it to be more about Piper and Jason and Leo, because I think he always intended for, you know, Leo to be the one with Gaia and stuff. I think it was set up that way from Lost Hero, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Whereas Gaia would have killed Percy's mom. I mean, come on people.
I'm really happy with what he did with Pipe. I was happy that she got an actual character that wasn't completely revolving around Jason. Like, I felt like in her point of view is more always revolving around Jason the whole time. Her bromance with Annabeth was adorable.
And Hazel.
And Hazel and Reyna. Like, the four of them together, I'm like, y'all don't need no men. What are you doing?
Who runs the world? Girls.
I was happy that nobody actually died. That was nice. Leo, Mr. Badass, is actually a lot smarter than everybody gives him credit for. That definitely.
And for all the people that are giving him crap about not running off to tell his friends that he did in fact survive and that he was a genius that could program his metal dragon to give him the serum. It's honestly, but
I mean, of the other things he's managed to program, I don't know why anybody would be surprised about that. That's
right,
like,
right. And they're like, well, how did he get it?
That was completely explained.
It just ends with him picking up his girlfriend.
And I'll admit, I was kind of skeptical of the whole Cailee relationship, and I still am kind of like, yeah. I mean, I can dig it.
I kind of felt like it fit his character. I mean, he's always fallen for like a girl he doesn't think he deserves. You know, she kind of had that same sort of viewpoint where she's like, I always fall for the guy who leaves me. So I mean, I guess it was like really poetic. But Solangelo though.
Solangelo though. And also Jason with glasses. Yeah, Jason has glasses, Will doesn't, because you don't know what other defining features Will has, so nobody knows how to draw him, which I find kind of interesting, because like you look on the internet, nobody has any idea what Will looks like.
Well, you know he's blonde. He's
blonde.
Blue eyes, and then he's 6 foot, so he's tall.
Yeah.
Everybody assumes that he has like a surfer build.
Particularly helpful.
I know. Everybody kind of assumes he looks like his dad, who's described as like total surfer bro. So,
that would be cool.
Like a mini Apollo. What the heck happened to Apollo?
I think that'll get explained in the Percy Jackson myth or whatever book that's coming out later.
Octavian.
I should not be celebrating somebody's death. But,
especially an extremely like George R. Martin-esque one. That was pretty grim for a kid's book.
Yeah, it was kind of like, oh, he went there. Holy cow.
I was like, second Joffrey is gone.
I think it kind of needed to happen because nobody's going to be happy if he was still alive, just saying.
Well, I mean, and the thing is that it's like, that was very planned. I mean, it was like foreshadowing. Somebody said, why don't we just tie him to a rocket and like have at it. I think it was Leo, actually. I don't know. I think it was poetic. He was his own destruction. Daddy Hades. Oh, Daddy Hades want you awesome. To be happy, Nico. I was like, oh, cute.
I'm so excited for the new one. What's it called? Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, I liked the book. I would give it a solid A-. Some things I wish I'd seen more of, but
it was good.
It was good. It was good. And I probably would have enjoyed it more and like savored it more if I hadn't read it in 4 hours, but
slow clap for Rick Riordan. Thank you. Thank you for ending another series beautifully.
So anyway, tell us what you thought of the book. Please don't yell at us for spoiling anything because we seriously warned you. Leave comments about what you thought about the book down below, and I will put our social media links in the down bar. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this. You can click subscribe here. You can click on a link to our last video here. And until then, have a nice life. Bye. Bye.